Hi, hello, good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday night, Expert Zone, level up.
We are
I
here.
didn't hear you say the wrong word. I'm a professional. I got them all over this. New graphics. Look at
Woo!
these things.
And it's working. It's working fine at the moment.
Everything's fine.
Touching
Everything.
all the wood.
The room is on fire behind my green screen, but everything is fine. Folks, good evening. Welcome. It is our pleasure to have you here on a Wednesday evening. Loads of people in. Let's get through the logistics. If you are watching over on Twitch, do the usuals. Hit the subscribe. Host us if you feel like it. You can if you want. If you're over on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Facebook, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Why not? There's loads of people popping in now. This is great. Tonight's show, to fit in with the season 7 theme, is interviewing a content creator or somebody in the industry. So last week we had Xbox Pope. Thank you to everyone who joined in to watch that. A massive thanks to Pope for coming in. It was. Yeah. So yeah, Tom, how are you?
I need to remember to do it the right way. I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. It's been an interesting last half an hour, but
this is the last 15 minutes, mate.
We have managed to go live. We are here. We're going to be doing loads of stuff today. So it's it's going to be a nice busy stream. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that has followed the channel in the last couple of seconds, 7 minutes I've got on here. Thank you for all the follows. There has been so many that we'll spend the whole stream probably reading those out instead of doing what you guys are actually here for. So, Ger, how's it all going to work? What are we going to be doing?
Yeah, before I get to that, there's a comment on Twitch from Fox Aperture. Is Ger growing facial hair finally? What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean, man? I can grow facial hair in half an hour if I feel like it. Just can't grow hair on the top of my head. The show tonight. So how we're going to crack through this is we are going to start off with the logistics. They're done. Then Tom is going to give us the news.
Yes.
You'll see some fancy new graphics on screen, which we're very super proud of, and thanks to Rich King for making them for us. We really appreciate it.
Right.
Then we are going to bring in Brian Hanby, aka Terroriser, in for our interview segment. We are delighted to have Terroriser on stream with us. We are asking him your questions. So we've asked this week for our questions from our community. Tom's voice will be heard throughout that interview, although he won't be visible on camera. And Tom is going to be pulling the questions from Twitter and from Brian's community channel over on YouTube, to make sure we get as many questions.
Like the guy behind the curtain.
You can go behind the curtain if you want to, mate. I don't care. Head off if you want. I'm all right with that. And then we come back. We'll say thank you and goodbye to Terroriser, and then we are going to crack on with some gaming tonight, where we're going to cover off some ID at Xbox games that we won't be showcasing this week in our video series. Tom, what video series is it?
So that is the Xbox Summer Game Fest review series. So right now on ExpertZone, if you gain access to it, and across on our YouTube channel, we have a review series about some of the ID Xbox games that are currently right now available on your Xbox dashboard. But we'll go into that a little bit in the news, and then we'll play some more of those at the end of the show as well. So which will be pretty.
Yeah, you're lucky to have me on stream tonight, folks, because Leeds have been crowned champions tonight, so I'm really happy.
You had to bring it up. There was always any opportunity to talk about it.
I'm just saying, mate. If you hear noises, Leeds are playing and they're going to be champions. I haven't mentioned that, have I? Champions. They are champions.
We're not here to talk about football.
We can if you want. Okay, so let's crack on with the news.
Yes. So. Love it, Rich. Thank you very much. So, because you guys are here for one reason only at the moment, which is to hear all about from Terroriser, I'm going to quickly blitz through a couple of new things that have happened in the last week that have been announced, and then stuff that's coming in the couple of weeks and all those bits and pieces. So, first of all, I've already kind of mentioned it. Xbox Summer Game Fest is live right now. If you don't know what Summer Game Fest is, it is an event that is run from May all the way through to August, and when loads of different publishers have got involved to basically bring us E3, but instead of it being in like 1 week, it's spread over a couple of different months. Xbox's Game Fest segment is right now, started yesterday, and is running all the way through till Monday, where 70 games are available to download directly on your Xbox dashboard. I will show you that in the gaming segment, how to do that, where all they're housed. So that is available right now, and we are doing some ExpertZone courses and articles and videos all to be put on there, and we're also going to be doing a giveaway as part of that ExpertZone campaign. So if you are verified on ExpertZone, make sure you head across to there.
Yep.
Big news tomorrow, Ger. Big news tomorrow.
Not next week, Tom. Tomorrow.
It's not next week, Ger. It is tomorrow, and that is Xbox doing their live stream for the Xbox Game Showcase. They're showcasing all of their first-party titles that they've been working on. They've already confirmed that we're going to see brand new world premiere exclusive content from Halo Infinite, from their campaign, from that. So I'm really excited to see some of that, as well as all their new announcements. That goes live at 5 PM in the UK. We are going to be doing a live stream reaction on all of these accounts. So if you're already subscribed, follow, or liked, you will see all of that. And I promise I will not swear, because I know Ger's smiling and trying to bring it up. Supposedly I've sworn on both of them, but I don't believe him. So yeah, we'll be going live at 4:30 for a bit of a pre-show, get our kind of hopes and dreams from the show, and then at 5 PM we'll switch to the live show and give our live reactions on there. Finally, got announced yesterday that Rocket League is going to be coming free to play this summer. So it is celebrating its 5 years anniversary of being released. And with that, it's becoming free to play, I believe, across all platforms, but I've only seen it specifically for Xbox. I've written down a few things that you are going to get with it, so excuse me while I read off a piece of paper. You will get all of the Rocket League branded DLC that is released prior to it going free to play. After it's gone free to play, you'll have to purchase those additional ones separately. You will get a unique title with the year that you started playing Rocket League, so which is pretty cool. You will get 200 plus unique cosmetic items upgraded from common to legacy, plus new cosmetics to celebrate the free-to-play and 5 years of Rocket League. So if you haven't given Rocket League a chance yet, maybe it might be worth waiting around till the summertime where it will go free-to-play and you can gain access to that. But if you already own all the content, you are just going to transfer across. You won't lose anything. Everything will transfer across. So plenty of things to look forward to. Which is super exciting, and I'm just going to make sure the alert box is actually in front of us so we can see when people are following us. So yeah, I do appreciate all the follows. But that is it for the very whipping snap of the news. Normally we have Norman in, but because we have miss Norman. We'll get Norman back at some point. If you don't know who Norman is, keep an eye out on the streams. You will see Norman eventually. But I think it's time to hit the main event, Joe, I think it's time to go across. So what I will do is I will ping across to you and Terroriser.
Hang on. Yes. Whoa. You're not getting away with it that easily.
What I missed you? I don't know what you're talking about.
So there's a couple of things going on Tom's face right now that we need to address.
I thought you'd not talk about it, and I've seen comments in chat.
I had forgotten that I saw the comment in chat. So the first thing is...
Daggercast, I'm not impressed.
A second of mourning for Tom's beard and the birth of the Tom Selleck mustache that is now living under his nose. Look at this thing!
Wrong way.
Look! What is that?
I'm not impressed, guys. I'm not impressed. I thought, you know what? Let's trim up before the show. Let's tidy myself up, have a shower, trim the beard. It was getting a bit unruly. So I set the guard to my normal length and then didn't put the guard on and just started shaving. So it disappeared, and I've not had facial hair for about 7 years, so I wasn't just gonna shave the whole thing off. It wasn't going to happen. So I don't have a mustache until everything grows back, basically.
We get some 70s music in the background. Go boom, 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 boom.
Jess, my face is so red because, one, it's very warm in this room, and two, I am slightly embarrassed that this has happened to me.
Your face already said Jess. Yep, absolutely. Folks, everyone in chat, thanks for joining in. Any questions you want to ask as well, if we get time, we'll ask them as well on top of the ones we've already had sent in. Stick them in. There was a comment made last night's stream about the fact that Ger wasn't here, so you didn't have to have your closed captions on. There's 2 Irish people going to be on this stream tonight. Get your closed captions on. You're going to need them because we ain't slowing down for no one. Okay? So, Tom, thanks very much for the news. And let's get on to it. Let's welcome to the stream, Terroriser, aka Brian Hanby. Brian, how are you doing, mate?
Sorry, I didn't know I was on the camera. I'm watching the football. We equalized. We're not. Sorry.
How are Liverpool doing, Brian?
Let's not talk. Listen, mister, I won the Mickey Mouse League of England. Oh, I'm a champion. Oh, I'm a champion. Well done. Enjoy relegation next year. Grand.
I will. How are you doing, mate? You all right?
Very good, very good. Nice, lovely morning here in America. Nice, bright and early. I had to wake up at like 7 a.m. to make sure I didn't disappoint my friend Ger.
Thanks,
terrified I was gonna oversleep.
I was terrified that you were gonna just forget about it completely, and I'd be sitting here going,
To be honest with you, I have a thing on the fridge, like a big calendar thing, and in bold letters, it's like, "Don't disappoint Ger" on Wednesday. I have it like, triple underlined. Like I can't. There's some people that I just can't let down, and you're definitely one of them. So
I very much appreciate.
I'm glad I woke up at 7 a.m.
For those who don't know, me and Brian have a bit of a history.
Bit of a history.
This
is professional for you. This is professional for you. I'm not going into like. I've known Ger since I was what?
16?
16? Yeah, he gave me my first job. This man is responsible for my first ever job at the age of 16.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. Didn't go well for any of us.
Well, you have to elaborate like minutely. It sounds like you put me into a certain kind of illegal trade with the way you just put it there.
I was a manager of a certain phone shop whose name unfortunately I can't remember because other phone shops are available. And I gave Brian a job because me and Brian played football together. So Brian played on our football team. Was a young whippersnapper with no facial hair at all, beautiful long hair, and
skinny ass legs.
Skinny but fast. God, you were fast. And Brian popped into our senior team, and I gave him a job at 16. And I believe I tried to set you up with a girl in an orange juice stand as well at one point. But sure, look, we all made mistakes.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
I did.
Yeah, that didn't work out at all, did it?
No.
No, that juicing bar in that shopping center that we worked in.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, that's a flashback.
And I think I bumped into you at Insomnia in Kerry a couple of years ago, and in the airport last year. Bumped into you in an airport last year as well. So, yeah, folks, if you see us resizing on screen, by the way, it's because Skype's having a fit, and it does that unfortunately sometimes when the connection dips slightly. Skype decides to fix everything. So if you do see us resizing, Tom's in the background, and he will fix it up. There's Brian gone small again, and then I'm gone small. That's just a connection issue. It'll be grand. So, Brian, let's talk about this. What do you want to be called by on this stream, mate? Do you want me to call you Brian? Don't call you Terror.
Call me Brian. You've known me since I was Brian. I'm still Brian. Call me Brian. People always get weird. Do I call you Terroriser or to call you Brian? My name's Brian. I was like dipped into a bowl of water as a kid, and they said Brian. They didn't say I baptized you with the gaming Terroriser. But didn't do that. Just call me Brian.
Oh, we're all over the place here now, but that's probably Skype will sort itself out in a second. We'll crack on. Oh, it's okay, Tom. So while Tom's voice is lingering around, Tom, you had a question you wanted to ask Brian, didn't you?
I did, as I'd make sure I unmute my microphone. I mean, it was just a quick one. After kind of viewing your content over the last kind of couple of weeks, Ger made me aware of you. I've noticed a lot of your content is very comedic based. Is that something that you went out from the offset to be kind of a comedic content creator, or was it something you kind of found and that you realized your community actually liked?
No, it was from the offset. Like the name Terroriser was for the fact that I wanted to go around annoying people in Call of Duty. Like I just went into games, gun game in Call of Duty, just like knifing people to get their verbal reaction through their microphones. Because I used to get a laugh. Like Ger knows me. Like we're all about having a bit of a laugh. I never take gaming way too seriously. I kind of might be a little bit hypocritical. Depends on the game. But you know, generally, I wanted to be a comedic-based kind of content creator where it was all about having fun, you know, making fun of people who take things way too serious, which a lot of people in the gaming kind of scene kind of do. And I just enjoyed that kind of comic relief part. So, yeah, from the offset, it was always about comedy. I never wanted to be like a commentator that, you know, showed my 50-1, but a commentary where I talk about, you know, silly, boring stuff about my life or whatever. I just wanted to make content that was based around making people laugh. So yeah, from day one, it's always been about, you know, comedy. It's just I think it's an Irish thing. Irish people are very much about having fun, bit of crack, not the drug, but the, you know, state of mind.
State of mind.
So yeah, it's always been about having a bit of fun.
No, amazing. Thank you very much.
Cool. So we'll crack on. So Brian, let's start from the start. So the interview is kind of go through your journey. How did you get into what you're doing right now? Where did that start?
I was in DIT in Kevin Street, and I was living on Mead Street, Ger. And I was living in the Hamptons of Dublin City, in Christchurch. Yeah. That's a joke, by the way. It's
not.
It's a very rough area, but people were great around there. I personally enjoyed my time there, but it's not very, very unique area. It was the only place really I could afford to live at the age of 18, college student, you know, struggling to feed myself. And I was living with I'd say three other lads from college. Yeah. And they were, one of them in particular, Kevin, was watching these videos on his laptop. And me being from Meath, like, like Ger, I lived in the middle of, nowhere. My best friend was a sheep.
Folks, Google the Hill of Tara. Brian lived pretty close to it.
Pretty much like farmland as far as the eye can see, and had no internet. We had dial-up, DSL internet up until I was 18 when I moved to the city. I was born in Dublin, moved to the countryside at the age of 13, and then moved back to the city at the age of 18. And that's when I kind of, discovered the majesticness of the internet, broadband internet, and started watching these YouTube videos. And I was like, what are these? And there's like, my friend Kevin was like, these are guys playing video games for a living, blah, 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 blah. Like, he showed me Machinima, which was like the big thing at the time. And I was like watching these videos and I was thinking to myself, I could do that. Like, just, maybe a sense of arrogance or whatever. I said to my friend Kevin, I was like, I could do that. Actually, I could do that better than that fella there. And he was showing me all these different people. And like, funny enough, actually, another Irish lad that really got me into it was Kevin. Call me Kevin. He was really big at the time. He was doing his How to Annoy series, which kind of influenced me wanting to do the annoying thing, like of the Terroriser kind of brand of going into games and annoying people. He was like one of the main influences at the time because he was really taking off back then. And yeah, it just kind of started off as a dare, to be honest with you. Like, he was saying, no, you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that. And just to spite him, I said, do you know what? I will do that. I will make videos and they will be better. And then next thing you know, it's taken off and it became my life. It just started off as a little, dare between the two of us living together. And then I went off and I bought an illegal TV stolen out of the back of a van off one of the bouncers in D2 nightclub, which I used to work in. Shout out to D2. I bought a hooky TV, big LG widescreen TV, most likely stolen in the French Porsche and smuggled through the tunnel into England and Colorado. I don't know how they got it, but I got the TV. I got a POG HD PVR for recording. I got an Xbox 360. And I had my iPhone, like a really crappy iPhone, and I used the microphone on the earbuds, whatever. That's how I did it. I used to make huge recordings built with the voice recorder built into the phone, ported it over to my old Dell Inspiron laptop that had no screen, that I had to use a VGA cable to a really crappy laptop to monitor that was like secondhand out of someone's skip. And then, I had to like render a video overnight. It took like 18 hours to render the video and then another day to upload it to YouTube. It was just like such a grind to get one video done. So I really put a lot of effort into each video back then that really, was like so well done. And just to get it uploaded was such an achievement. And so literally my career started off with a dare and a joke between myself and one of my best mates. And
that's incredible. Literally from the ground up.
And a cool little story is we had like a huge disaster towards the end of our lease in that property with the landlord. She was I won't say a bad word, I'm trying to be nice, but she was a female, whatever, a dog. We get it. We get it. Unbelievable. It's anyway, as landlords go. And my poor friend wasn't able to afford the rent charge that she put over us. And so I covered him. I covered his fee. And then years later we bumped into each other and he wanted to pay me back. And I said, no, you're not paying me back. And he's like, why? He goes, you've given me the greatest career I could ever wish. And without you showing me that thing, I might still be in Subway, making sandwiches for working for the man. So he owed me a big chunk of change for the rent, but he's given me the greatest career I could ever dream of. So
that's incredible.
So that's how it all started back in the day.
That's a wicked story. That's a proper story. Literally from the ground up, somebody said, what are you explaining here? How to make a crystal meth? And it's like, it's not far off. It could be taking things out of skip. Somebody said, your TV screen, one careless owner. I was like, yeah. That's incredible though. I mean, I suppose it makes you appreciate where you've gotten to and what you've got now.
Yeah.
That's
I did one of those soppy tweets there on my Twitter the other day because I was sitting down in my house here and I was just thinking, man, the grind has really kind of paid off from where I was. Like really, really, never take it for granted. Really appreciate,
If you ever get nostalgic for where you were, my house is only down the road, and whenever you get home, you can pop down and see what it looks like on the ground. You're more than welcome to see what the slums still looks like. There's a ton of love for you in the chat, by the way. There's a lot of people asking questions and saying like loving your content, struggle is real, Brian's content. There's loads of stuff there. The chat's blowing up. By our standards, it's blowing up, so we appreciate that. I'm going to start cracking the questions that we've got in from some people, and then I'll get Tom to throw out some Twitter questions, because this is all about getting your viewers' questions asked and our guys. So Lawrence Robinson, who actually works in our office, is a big fan of yours. Lauro has said, as someone who's created content full-time for many years now, how do you balance that with your work, with your social life and relationships? And he said that you would imagine that it helps that Lene is also a streamer as well, but how have you managed to cope with your personal side of your life with your streaming work side of your life?
I can't really answer that with respect to being in America. Back in Ireland, it was hard. Like I was pretty nocturnal. My friends are all in America, so I was literally waking up at like 6 p.m. and going to bed at 7 a.m. It was like working in the nightclub back in the day. It's pretty nocturnal life, and to be honest with you, it wasn't good for my mental health in the sense of like constantly seeing just nighttime in Ireland, just outside the windows, just constantly night.
Jet black, yeah. And
I couldn't go out to the shops; everything would be closed. It's been really tough, but I always use my content as kind of a distraction, which some people might say that's not, healthy or whatever. Look, each person has their own thing. I just use my content as my kind of escape, and I just kept focusing on the work and working hard, and it pays off. Now in America, it's great. I'm able to wake up at like 9 a.m. and do my videos and then go to the driving range and get a bit of exercise or something like that. It's really nice being able to do that transition. It is hard with Lene. Like my girlfriend is a Twitch streamer, Miss Vixen on Twitch. Shout out. She'll do like streaming later in the day, like 7 p.m. and like sometimes I'm working and then it's like a tag team. Then when I'm done working, she goes to work. So but we're, at the moment, we're really working hard together. We're kind of like, this year we're going to just work, especially with the quarantine thing. We're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to hang out and go out and do stuff. So we're kind of making like a little vow, just let's kick some ass. Let's get to work. Let's really put on the grind. I'll do morning stuff, take care of the dogs. And then she makes she tags in and does her work. So we're really focused on that right now. But it's, I have two great editors that really take, a lot of my workload off my hands, which is fantastic that I can focus on. I can allocate it to personal life or the house stuff and taking care of, other, more of the business end of stuff, dealing with, management and brand deals and other stuff that I want to do. So it's all about finding how can I optimize my time? Can I, can I bring someone on board that can help, get this done, which gives me a lot more free time. Because there's one thing we can't that one variable in life that we can't buy, and that's time. And so sometimes in this sense I kind of am buying time because I'm bringing editors and stuff on board to help take care of the workload a bit, and it gives me more time that I can focus on other things. If it be it merch, et cetera. So it's really, there's no like fixed formula how to do that, but it's just about I kind of wing it. I'm not the most professional person in the world, even though I've said a bunch of things there that might paint like a facade that you think, oh, it's not really, he's managing it very well. Quite an intellectual man. No, I'm literally peeing in the wind. I am making this up as I go. And I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I'm just going and seeing where I land. And that's how my whole career has been. I don't overthink it. I just go with the flow and enjoy it, because like Ferris Bueller, if you don't look around once in a while, it's all gonna be gone. So I'm just trying to enjoy it as I go along, not take it way too serious, and try and find a way that I can find a happy medium. I really enjoy this career. I also really enjoy, having time to myself. So it's hard. It's hard
who's split screen Steve? Brian.
Oh, that's one of my best mates, Stephen.
Yeah, he said he can attest to this. He said he can attest to this. You haven't got a clue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally just like winging it, and I'm glad I kind of wing it, because I've known people that like meticulously try and overthink and too analytical and thinking about numbers, and you're like, listen, you're no Elon Musk, you're not Steve Jobs. Stop trying to pretend you're like this big CEO and looking into the back end of analytics and all this crap, and you're just losing the fun of what this career is. You're playing video games, making videos. Enjoy it. Stop trying to be the next Bezos or whatever his name is, and I don't know. Some people just kind of overthink stuff. I just want to enjoy.
Yeah. Well, you've been doing a great job so far. I'm going to rattle through some quick fire questions at you, right? These are our getting to know you questions that our guys tend to ask, and I know from our community's point of view, they'll want to know these. So, hard hitting questions. You could lose followers on this, Brian. I'm sorry.
It's fine. They're replaceable.
PC or the last person that said that took down Mixer.
Joking. Sense of humor, lads. All right.
PC or console?
Oh, PC.
Tea or coffee?
Tea. Good
boy. Good answer. I approve.
I'm Irish.
Inverted or non-inverted?
For flying planes, I'm trying to think. I think a Rogue Squadron on the.
Oh no, for flying planes, it's always inverted for flying planes. But there is a group of people within our community who play games upside down.
No. So I'm trying to think. How do
you're non-inverted then? Is up or down, Brian?
So move the thumbstick up to make the nose go down.
Yeah.
No, if I'm flying a plane, if I want to go up, I pull the stick towards me. So down. Then I'd be inverted. Is that right?
You'd be inverted for flying games, but for regular games you're playing, if you want to look up, would you just press up?
If I'm playing Call of Duty, I don't know, man. My thumbs just take the Jesus take the wheel. I don't know.
Yeah, non-inverted, man. You're non-inverted. We're gonna just go with that.
I don't know. You're non-inverted. Sal's one of my editors. Sal knows. Sal, what am I? What's my blood type as well, Sal?
I don't know. Postal address.
We'll say whatever Sal said.
Non-inverted. That's an acceptable answer. Sticker on or off on your Xbox?
Sticker.
You know the security sticker that's on the front of your Xbox when you get it?
Oh, get it off.
Yeah, good boy. That's the one. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Keyboard and mouse or controller?
Keyboard.
That's grand. There you go. Our guys will have a meltdown now.
See, lads, those of you that use controllers, I like to go to like the bowling alley and not have the sides up. I actually like to, play. I don't like. I ride my bicycle without stabilizers anymore. So,
wow.
Just saying.
Man, off the chain. Right, so I'm going to fly through a couple of questions. So what's your favorite game to play right now with friends and by yourself? And do you play anything off stream when you're not recording?
Favorite thing to play with friends, actually, and it's so ironic because I used to talk so much smack about it, but Minecraft actually lately, we're so crude when we play it. Like we have so much fun with it. Like I had a pet there. I had a pet called we'll say Mr. Whiskers. I can't. What did I call him? Some of you guys remember what I called him. And then my friend Tyler just like straight up just put an arrow through his face and killed him right on the spot.
Nice.
Like broke my heart. So that's but we have so much fun when we play together, playing that. I enjoy like Call of Duty with my friends. Always good fun playing Modern Warfare.
What's your favorite game of all time?
Favorite? I hate that question, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Spudsy. That's right. It was Spudsy was my cat, and rest in peace, Spudsy. Favorite game of all time will and always will be Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker.
I had a cat called Zelda recently.
That's my. One of the little kitties.
They're all gone now, but one of the little kitties was called Zelda. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Legend of Zelda. So Wind Waker was my favorite game of all time, and then favorite offline game to play.
I have to ask that question. Strongest Avenger.
Strongest Avenger? Strongest? You have to say Thor if you're saying strongest Avenger, because the whole kind of joke of strongest Avenger. But my favorite Avenger would actually be Captain America.
Yeah, I'm the same. Ed Clark in one of our ambassador programs said, which game pulled in the most followers before you started earning a living being a full-time content creator? GTA.
GTA 5 on launch. Yeah.
Okay. Another quick fire one from Morgan Rogers. Any tips for streamers starting off? And how do you keep on top of trending games and topics?
There's no formula. There's no, like I've said this countless times, with just stream, just constantly be streaming. Like if you have 10 viewers, just put on the best show possible for those 10 viewers, and then if 5 of those viewers tell their friends or recommend you, then next thing you know you have 15, and then keeps going on. You just need to be as good as possible as you can be. Put on the best show as possible. There's no X, Y, and Z that you can do that, you know, results in followers. The thing is just, if you want to call it luck, or do you want to be, you were there at the right time, you just gotta work at it. But the main thing is just enjoy what you're doing. Don't go out there with the sole focus that you want to constantly grow, because then I feel like you're gonna lose sight. And people are not dumb. People can see when you're trying to. It's like one of those streams of a certain battle royale game that is really annoying, and you see these guys streaming like, if you guys subscribe now and hit the like button, we're going to be doing a giveaway or whatever. Constant, like, it's like people are not subscribing to you for you. They're subscribing for like the giveaway and stuff. And like,
Tom, scrap the giveaway, mate. Scrap the giveaway.
But like, there's ways that you can do to get followers, but like, are they really following you, or are they just like, you know, following you for the sake of, you know, trying to win something or whatever? Just be yourself. Just have fun. Be you. People are not dumb. They can see through the facade and the, you know, this kind of, they can see through it. Is what I'm trying not to swear. My God, this is hard being Irish.
See through the facade.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So just be yourself and just have fun. And then when people see you're being natural and yourself, and they connect with you, then, you know, they're going to stick around.
Yeah, absolutely. And each question coming in from, well, this is very much from your followers' point of view. Your relationship with Dahi Denogla is really great. The banter between yourself is always amazing. How much of a genuine nice guy is he, and how annoying is he to play with?
It's funny, that man has like, he's like a schizophrenic when it comes to like off screen. Like, he's one of my best friends. He'll always ring me up whenever, like if I'm going through stuff or he's going through stuff, we'll have phone calls. We just talk randomly, like we'll just watch UFC together on like a video call. He's definitely one of my best mates in the business. He's a genuine, lovely guy, which is honestly, is kind of rare to find in the industry.
How did you meet?
Say again?
How did you two meet?
Fun fact was, I session joined another Irish YouTuber that I loved called Wayne Wex. He made these fantastic Call of Duty videos back in the day where he would like session join. He'd go around in free for all looking for people boosting, which was when 2 guys would go into a free for all and use tack inserts and just constantly kill each other to, you know, get like nukes and stuff like that. So they were just hiding on a map, and he would make these videos where he'd just go around hunting down these guys. It's called Booster Busters. It was amazing. And then I session joined him after like conversing a little bit, like saying, I love your videos, blah, blah, blah. And I session joined, and Nogla was in the lobby with him talking. And then the first words Nogla ever said to me was, "Who the hell is this idiot?" And years later, we became best friends.
That's wicked.
He told Wayne to kick me from the lobby or whatever because I session joined. Funny little weird fact. I'll never forget it. It was they were on Modern Warfare 3, and the map, they were like in a private lobby, and it was Dome. You remember Dome, lads, in Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah.
I was there in it, and I session joined, and never forget, Nogla told him to kick me. Who the hell is this lad? So yeah, weird little random story, but
that's pretty cool.
He's a great lad, really is great lad, cool. Very rare.
There's a question that's come in there. It's in red font. I can't really make out. Is it J Mquist? If you were to develop your own video game, what genre would it be?
Hi Jay. Jay's one of my long-term viewers. What's up, brother? If you were to develop my own video game, what genre would it be? Kind of feel like I'd like to do something like open world, something along the lines of Legend of Zelda, that kind of adventure. I feel like that kind of video game art is being lost right now. It's all battle royale and that kind of Valorant, you know, FPS stuff, which is, you know, Call of Duty like resurging is kind of great. I do
Tom's
like seeing
Valorant fan, Brian. Be careful. Tom's a huge Valorant fan.
I'm not gonna talk smack. I'm not going to talk smack about the Overwatch CS:GO copy and paste job. I'm not going to talk smack about Valorant. All right. I'm sorry.
At that moment, the stream ended.
It's the mustache. It made me say it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like open world adventure stuff like Assassin's Creed. I was a huge Assassin's Creed fan. Like I even have Assassin's Creed stuff here on my desk, which is kind of there's no code, you can't see it, but there you go.
Hannah on our team and Tom are again huge Assassin's Creed fans. Hannah's always kitted out on Assassin's Creed stuff.
I feel like those games are great. Open world adventure games like that are a beautiful art form. So I'd like to make something, I'd say, like that, but make it right. I feel like some of these companies are kind of just copy and paste and repeating
the yearly
formula
cycle, isn't it?
And it's just, it kind of gets worn down, where I feel like some companies, the like of Rockstar, that kind of take their time and really put out a finely polished piece of perfection out there. That's what I'd like to do. Something that's, other companies do it, where they'll take their time to really put something out there. And every time it's just like great. You remember it. But like, if you keep putting out like annual iterations of the same thing.
It's hard to
that's why I feel that's what I feel like what's damaged that kind of genre of game. So I'd definitely make something like that.
Cool. Okay. Paul Thomas asks, as someone who regularly watches your content, do you find playing AAA mainstream games better, like Warzone, or more niche games like Gary's Mod to gain a faithful audience?
That's a toughie, that one. It depends on the game. If we're talking about brand deals, like if work with AAA titles for brand deals is a big pain in the backside. It's horrible work with AAA companies. They're so corporate. But as games in general for developing, we kind of like the derpiness of kind of like independent made games. Like the kind of, the more silly they look, the more fun it is. AAA games can be a bit too finely polished.
It's that piece that you were saying a minute ago about taking yourself so seriously, or having a bit of fun with it. And then it's again with developers who are saying, we're going to have a bit of fun making this game. And it's going to be fun to play rather than taking ourselves too seriously.
Yeah. I kind of enjoy games that are not meant to be taken serious. Like if a game, the equivalent of Deadpool, like Deadpool is like, it never really takes itself serious, like in the movies, stuff like that. I like stuff like that. That's more attractive to me. A lot of AAA titles are great, but I don't know. I'm trying to think in the mindset of making content. It really depends on the game. Some AAA games are great for making content, but they might necessarily do great for viewership because some people might necessarily be like too interested. And also, it kind of gets saturated out. There's so many people doing Warzone stuff now that if you're playing Warzone, it's just like when Fortnite got super big, everyone's doing Fortnite, whereas a little group of us are doing Gmod, so it's like, it's a little bit different. People will actually, you have a better chance of people watching your Gmod stuff than putting it into a big ocean of other Fortnite or Warzone content. It just gets, flushed out. So yeah.
Okay. We've got about 10 minutes left, so I'll rattle through two more questions on our list, and then I'll see what Tom has on Twitter. These are more YouTube-y questions than actual content. So from Reese, how do you get past the stage where your channel isn't growing as much as you wanted to? What techniques have worked for you?
I'm still in that phase, man. I'm still in it. I don't know, man. What techniques help for growing? I just don't look into numbers. I don't particularly care about it. I just upload. I just do my thing. And
you said this to me before. I talked to you before when I mentioned the airport. I had a chat about this, and the one thing that stuck with me from what you said was just put content out as much as you can. Just keep putting content out. Just
keep uploading. Just keep doing it. But don't focus on like, I'm not growing. It's gonna happen. Like I did a whole year where I had like 50 subscribers maybe or something like that. And then it just, when you then start working with someone that has more of a following, it's, an opportunity for all these people to come in and have a huge like array of content that's there that they can just binge watch. It's like, a whole show on Netflix, like puts out a whole series. You have it all there. So when people start to gain, access to your channel, or, some kind of, you do a video with like some kind of bigger guy that has like 100 100,000 subscribers. Those guys go over to your channel and they see, oh, this guy's got a load of videos. Let me watch all of these. That's the whole point of just saying upload, upload, upload. If you upload all these videos, a lot of people just focus on the numbers. Like, how come this one didn't? Okay, upload a new video. I'm going to just focus on how many views this gets. Okay, refresh the page. No, it's not getting any views. Refresh the page. That's when you lose your mind. Don't do that. Just upload the video. Let it be there. It's like wine. Let it age. Let it just be there. And it will ferment with views over time. Just let it be there. And
let it breathe.
Move on to the next one, upload, move on to the next one. And then all these, because those videos are going to be there when these new viewers come over and see it. Yeah. There's videos back on my channel that have barely any views in comparison to what my videos do now. That's the whole point, is people still have access to those videos. So just
and do you know what? There's a whole thing about binge watching as well. I know there's a couple of YouTubers that I found, and I literally watched 2 videos and went, they're really funny, I like this. And then I went back and watched their back catalogue and right up until I caught up with where they were. So there's always that kind of person that will go in and go, oh my God, there's tons of content here. I'm gonna just consume as much of this as I can. So it's great from that perspective. Yeah.
So if you fixate on that number of views, you're going to lose your mind. And you're not going to enjoy. That's how a lot of people, I think, who could be great YouTubers actually lose interest, because they want to be, PewDiePie in like a day.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen. You just need to grind. There's a reason why they say Rome wasn't built in a day. It needs to take time.
Yeah. Good point. Very well made. Tom, voice from above. How are you doing? Anything popping in? How are you? We won't acknowledge the mustache or Valorant comments.
I think it looks good on you, to be honest with you. I think Ger's just jealous he can't get any form of
not even slightly
Yes,
fair.
Let's start pointing this at Ger. Let's continue. Come on, Brian, let's keep going, mate.
So what have we got on Twitter?
So I'm actually combining a question from Twitter and from your YouTube community posts. So start off with on Twitter was, do you plan on doing stuff besides gaming on your channel? And then to pair that with the YouTube comment was, are you planning on doing any kind of setup and your text and specs of your setup on your channel?
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with that. Like, I want to do vlog stuff again. Now that I'm in America, and then I feel like I have more space here in the house to actually do stuff like that. I want to do a setup video, but like, we're going through kind of the construction phase of like, we got the house and we want to make some changes to like my setup room and the basement. And once I feel like all that's done, then I might make a video. But I'm kind of, the reason why I'm saying I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place is I don't like those YouTubers that make videos about like, they're like doing this my new house kind of thing, and it just kind of seems to me as like, look what I've got that you don't, or something. And I don't want to do that, but I know a lot of people have an interest. I kind of want to keep my personal life personal, and my this workspace here. I might show the basement. I might show the basement because I'm going to be doing some like streams that, like, I want to get a pool table, like a small pool table. And I think every so often, like if I have friends over, just like me and Nogla playing pool on a stream, I think it'd be really fun.
Be great stream.
Just kind of, you know what I mean? Just kind of different. Great. So I might use the basement area as kind of like my workspace. So I might show that, but like, I feel like the main floor and up there, that's where I live. That's where I exist. So I'm in a weird limbo with that. Like, I don't know how I want to do that, but showing my setup, not a problem. To teach people like what I use and maybe give them ideas of how to do a setup. I've no problem doing that because that's educational.
Thank you very much.
Other content, we're going to be doing our big animation project this year. So I might try and do some behind the scenes stuff with that when we go to LA, doing stuff with that, which we might get into. I don't know if you guys have a question about that, but
I've got kind of a question about, like, how is living in the US and like your experiences in the US like differs from being in Ireland? Do you think moving to the US has benefited like your content creation?
Oh yeah, yes. Oh, 110%. I feel mentally revigorated is the best way. I can wake up and actually live a normal-ish life where I wake up, do my work. I'm not waiting all day. I go to the gym at like 6 p.m. in Bendon, and then I come home tired, and then I try and work, and then I'm exhausted. Sometimes, many recording sessions have I fallen asleep in the chair while I'm recording with my friends. I don't have that anymore. I think it's better for me as a human being being here, that I can work. And then also with the animation project being here in America, it's very important because that's like my passion project right now. And yeah, so definitely moving here has been great. I miss Ireland. I miss a chicken fillet roll and a can of Club Orange. Let's get that clear. I miss a little builder's thing of Avonmore milk.
I had one yesterday. It was amazing.
First thing I'm doing when I get home. But yeah, there's a load of things about Ireland that I miss, but unfortunately, it's way too beneficial for me to be in America for work and just for myself as a human being.
If you were to take one thing from your gaming
and my
room...
girlfriend, yes, and my girlfriend, she's in the chat already giving me, and my beautiful girlfriend who's upstairs. Okay, yes. God.
Bless.
Anyway,
they're always there. They're always watching, Brian. They're always watching.
Please proceed.
So if you were to take one thing from your gaming room while in an apocalypse, what would you take and why would you take it?
I could take one thing from my recording room.
Your gaming room, so anywhere that you game.
For the apocalypse.
Yeah.
My camera, so I can record my last few days.
And an internet connection, so you can get it. Uploaded.
Yeah. I'll break in somewhere and I'll use McDonald's Wi-Fi somewhere.
I always love that question. You're like, in the apocalypse, will the internet have survived?
Yeah,
and who's keeping it running?
I was gonna say I would use my keyboard as a weapon, just smacking people across the face. But I thought that was a bit morbid, so I'll just keep the camera.
I've just been asked to bring a chicken fillet roll and a can of Club Orange to the next meetup we have in Yorkshire. So I will.
You have to get the right. You have to get the one in Dunshaughlin. I tell people.
It's right down the road from me. I know well.
Go to Dunshaughlin Super Value. You get the
no
best
one has
chicken
a clue what we're talking about, but that's okay. Some people do.
So I have one last question, which is a pretty short one from your YouTube community. What's probably the biggest game you're looking forward to that's coming out kind of the next 6 months? Or like kind of looking forward to stream or just play by yourself? Is there one title?
Here's one thing about me. I'm probably the most uneducated person in the gaming scene. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing with my life tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe the Avengers game is like one of the only few games I'm kind of keeping my eye on. I'd say the Avengers game when that comes out, if that ever comes out. I don't know what's happening with that game. What else is there? Throw out some game titles that are coming out soon. I have no idea.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Valhalla, yeah.
New Assassin's Creed? Cyberpunk 2077? No?
I love Assassin's Creed, but I get ever since the new fighting mechanism that was brought into the game, I'm just a bit like I don't know. I always approach each new Assassin's Creed with like, you know, a little. I don't want to have my heart broken each time I play. So Valhalla, maybe. Not. I don't want to get my hopes up, so I don't want to get excited. Cyberpunk. Yes, excited, but also kind of worried that game is going to be one of those games that is just too big for it to actually pull it off. Like what was that Fallout? That was just an absolute
76.
Something like that. Like I worry that Cyberpunk is going to be that because there's so much hype built around it. Looks beautiful, looks great. I love the coding in the whole kind of the world loading system that they've developed. I think it's absolutely genius and absolutely great. If it works, fantastic. But I don't. So many times in this gaming industry, I get excited about a game and I'm just disappointed. You know.
You a Halo fan? Halo Infinite?
I'll be honest with you. No, I'm not. I'm not a huge Halo fan. I played the campaigns and I enjoyed it, but I haven't been some of my friends are huge Halo fans. It's just it never like reeled me in and got me like the Gears of War, and that got me. I was into Gears of War way more than Halo.
Now we're talking.
You find that with people because we've had the opposite conversation. I'm more of a Halo fan than a Gears fan, and I think you find that with people.
Some people connect in a different way. I love the storyline of Gears. I thought it was way more endearing and captivating than just, you know, Master Chief just like being unfrozen whenever time's convenient for like, I'm back again and Cortana has been upgraded her firmware. We're back in business. Welcome. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm back again. And 5 years later, when stocks need me, time to get the sales on. I don't know. I'm going to talk too much smack. I love Gears.
Okay. Love Gears. Brian, I want to finish on one question that's come in. That's a nice question to wrap up on. That's coming from Laura. We said, I know that I'm one of many who can say that your channel has helped bring laughter and smiles in some really dark times in his life. Did you ever think that you'd be at a stage where the impact you're having is changing people's lives when you started to grow this?
No, even still, like when I go to like an event and then you realize how much, like, you know, remember what I was saying about like don't fixate on the numbers. People lose focus, like, you know, you really lose scale of, you get 300,000 views on a video. You actually think about it, like Croke Park is what, 80 something thousand people.
86, yeah.
Like think about 300,000 people
That's
trying
crazy.
to fill a stadium, and that's like one video, and you're there thinking, holy hell.
Yeah.
We lose track because like we're looking at, all I see are these texts, these texts are on the screen in the chat, and these numbers are just generated on in my dashboard, and you really begin to lose focus and realize that these are actually human beings that are going through their own adventure in life and have their own stories to tell. It's like, you know what I mean? Like I used to say, I think I said to you, like, I don't know if I said it to you, but like, I like sitting in an airport and just seeing, I think Lene said this to me. Lene, I think, likes doing this and just watching people going by.
Watch.
And you just think, like, all these people have a story to tell. What's that guy? He's in a rush. What's he up to? It's the same thing with, like, you don't realize, like, all these people are going through stuff and whatever. And it is cool. It's like a really cool kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I really struggle for words at this early hour. I need another coffee. It's like a perk, I guess, to the job, that it's a knock-on bonus that your videos, like, yes, they're able to keep a roof over my head and open these cool opportunities for myself, but that's a bit selfish. But for other people, it's also you know, an outlet for entertainment, but also for, you know, people are going through stuff. It's a nice escape, which is great. It's like, you know, it might be a selfish answer. That's never been my focus. Like I
think it's a double-sided answer. I think that's a fair answer. I think you're looking at it from both perspectives.
It's like, I don't realize, like, I'm not uploading this because I want people to feel better about themselves. I don't think that's a selfish mindset, but like, it's just like, it happens. And then when people say it to you, you're like, oh wow, I didn't ever really thought about that. I was like, wow,
paradigm shift, isn't it?
Because I'm not going through it. And it's not. And then when you meet a person at a convention, then you really see how much your videos mean to them. You're like, holy shit. Almost said it. Did well.
Yeah, you got away with it. Tom
stopped
didn't do
myself.
so well, but you've done well there.
You're like, whoa, man. Jeez. I just thought I was uploading stupid videos on the internet. I didn't think
there's a comment that's just come in there from Dark Fires, and it says, Brian's video helped me keep a positive attitude during my battle with cancer a few years ago. I think that's incredible. They're amazing.
And I don't know this. I'm just in my house with the dogs playing stupid video games with my friends, and we don't realize like what people are going through.
It's the impact and knock-on effect you have on other people's lives, isn't it? You don't realize what's going on.
Someone says that to me, I'm like, dude, I don't know what to say to that. Like, you know, like I feel like I don't warrant like nice comments like that, because like I said, I'm not uploading these videos with that in my mind. Like, I'm going to help that person that's in hospital right now, that's going through a dark time. I never think of it. You know, I never think of that. And then when someone says to me, it's like, wow, that's hard to digest. That's hard to fathom. So it's incredible. No, it's cool. I really appreciate it. And my friends really appreciate it. It's cool that we've been able to make a cool community, incredible videos, and have a great time, and also be able to do that for people.
To shout out, by the way, there's a lot of stuff that you've done on your channel regarding charities and community work as well, which is incredible as well, and people can check that out as well, that you do these streams for charity, and it's great that the group of people that you work with as well also do that. So that's incredible. Brian, we're gonna wrap up and leave it there. Myself, I'm gonna hop off camera, have a little chat with yourself off camera. Tom is going to come back in. But Brian, and to all of Brian's followers and fans watching, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Brian, thank you very much for
my pleasure.
Thank you, Brian.
No problem. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Cheers. So there we are, guys. The one and only Terroriser. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed everything that you've seen through this conversation. It's been an amazing experience to have Brian on. There has been a huge amount of questions that have come in that we haven't been able to kind of get to. It's been really difficult. But yeah, I want to say thank you for everyone that has joined. I know Ger is just saying goodbye to Brian at the moment, so we'll get him back in a minute to kind of have a chat with him. Very much thank you for all the follows that have happened while that interview has been going on. And I believe Ger is now ready, so I'm just going to bring that back. There we are. Oh, you have resized. Let's sort you out there and get
There's a lot wrong with that, isn't there?
There we go.
Bye line. There we go. That's close enough.
There we are. Hello, Ger.
Grant.
How was that, man?
Love this little guy here. Love him over here. That was great. Yeah. As he said, us having Brian go back quite a long way. It was a cheeky ass to get Brian on tonight, but I'm delighted that we did. And to everyone that has come in, to watch the stream, we are going to continue the stream. By the way, we've got another bit to go. We're going to cover off some games from Summerfest as well.
Yes.
Also to mention our prize as well. So we are, for our retail pros, we are giving away a bespoke prize at the end of this series.
Yeah.
I am going to add to that one of Brian's Terroriser t-shirts that I'm going to sort out and add that to the first prize bundle as well.
Okay.
So we will have the easy level up custom made Xbox Pope console.
I'll show a picture of it. I've got a picture.
Let's just stick it up.
There we go.
There it is there, and that is designed and created for us by Extreme Consoles. There are a second and third prize of controllers to give away as well. But the main one will go, and it glows in the dark.
Yeah, supposedly it glows in the dark.
Supposedly.
We've yet to have confirmation apart from Pope saying it does.
Yeah, they're going to try. They're going to try, they said. Extreme Consoles are going to try. If you want to get that, there's a code above my head. You can see it up here. That will be on our streams, every single stream until the season ends on the 7th of October. On the 7th of October, we will then finish the season and we will pick a winner, and that winner will be announced on our next episode. So that'll be your off season before season 8 kicks in. So brilliant. So Tom.
Yes.
What do you think of that?
Yeah. I'm just going to quickly add some T's and C's to that because I know we have a lot of new viewers. So our giveaway competition on our channel is only open to people living in the UK and I, and that are verified on our learning platform ExpertZone, and you also have to be over the age of 18. So if you can get verified on ExpertZone by working with our retail partners, you'll get all the full T's and C's on there, but they're kind of the top end ones that I know a lot of people probably ask questions about how to enter the competition. So I thought I would just get that out there. I'll be the party pooper and say that unfortunately not everybody can win, but there are a large handful of you that can.
I'm going to balance that out from the party pooper to a very nice comment that's come in from Brittany Bowers. Brian's videos helped me when I was dealing with grieving for my grandmama who died from colon cancer back in 2016. My mom also has had a brain mass back in February last year, who has been recovering. Fingers crossed. I hope she gets well soon, Brittany. So. And that's a lovely message, well, that Brian's videos helped you get through that stuff. That's amazing. They're some fantastic stories. Thanks for sharing them with us.
Yeah, there's been some amazing comments in there. Some just statements of how Brian has helped you, and that's super awesome. And a lot of love for him as well, and a lot of love for yourself as well, mate. A lot of love for yourself.
Oh, thanks very much. There was a comment about me looking like somebody else who was doing interviews for Microsoft. Yes. I laughed. I don't know who he was
though, so I was like, I can't make a comment of that.
I was like, oh, it's just going to be a normal generic bald guy because we all look the same. So you know.
Well. So, and Loro has popped Terroriser's Twitch channel into the chat. So if you don't follow him already, give him a follow over on Twitch. He was also on YouTube as Terroriser as well. So yeah, he's doing well for himself.
He's done really well. As he said, in terms of numbers, Brian has 3.5 million YouTube followers. That is the equivalent of the population of the Republic of Ireland.
That's crazy when you think about it like that.
It's a whole country. To people that are asking, there's a really good, interesting point put in there by Fox, is about if you're one of our retail pros in a different country, ExpertZone run campaigns and articles on their own pages in each country. Like this, the United States have their own page and they do their own campaigns there as well. So go check them out as well. There's a ton of great content over on those pages as well. That's different to what we do here in the UK and Ireland. So
there you go. Good shout out. Spread the wealth with the worldwide team. So shall we crack on, mate?
Let's play some games.
Let's play some games. So let me switch across. As we shrink a little bit, and we.
I love these things though. They're just over there. I love them. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you very much, mate. So, let me just make sure. I think my capture card has died and come to standby. So I'm just going to deactivate and then reactivate again.
Yeah, you do that. Folks, thanks for everyone in chat. Keep chatting away to us. We are going to cover off some of the games from Summerfest that's going on this week. So you may have seen it on our YouTube channel, which is All Things Microsoft. There's a video today. There will be a video every day from Tom that covers off 4 titles from each day of the Summer Game Fest. So there'll be another video there at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Fingers crossed, as long as they upload it on time, should be fine.
And there is a sneak peek of these 4 games are the ones that I've been playing most recently. So they'll be making an appearance on the video series as well.
What we're going to play tonight, though, we're going to play 4 games that we're not, or 3 games, sorry, that we're not covering in those videos. So we're playing Cake Bash, Road to Guangdong, and Tesla Force.
Yes. Some of you may not know where to kind of gain access to these demos. So I want to quickly show you guys by going into the store. You can there is a tile just here, just below the summer spotlight area. Go into there, and there is 70 demos here you can download completely for free, enabling you to try some games out. They are all promoting from the ID Xbox platform. So yeah, playing to get your teeth stuck into loads of different genres, and we've just picked 3 from this to showcase to you guys tonight, as we do like to play some games on this stream. It's not all of us chatting about, and it's the kind of not so expert gameplay that sometimes happens. As
sometimes it's I'm playing this for the first time gameplay,
which will be exactly what's happening tonight. So we've got 3 different games, and I just pumped to Tesla Force first, just to kind of see what it's like. And I want to
throw a question into chat, folks. We've got the Xbox Game Showcase tomorrow. What are you hoping to see? Let us know in chat. Ooh. I see Fox Aperture said he wants Fable. I want to know what you want to see tomorrow. We are doing a live stream, a live reaction stream right here. I say right here, so Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and wherever you want to catch us. We were doing a live reaction to that as well. So God of War has come in from Wookie Webster. Hey Wookie, how's things, man? So yeah, Fable, that's there. Yeah, God of War. Yeah, let us know in chat. What games are you looking forward? You hope to see tomorrow?
I think for me, Fable's a must. I would love to see Fable. Just need to see something about it, or whatever Playground is working on. They're working on a AAA at the moment, so it'll
Daggercast says he would like to see you not swearing.
I can hopefully promise that.
Unless a Titanfall game pops up, and then we're in trouble.
Yeah, if Titanfall pops up, then yeah, we're in trouble.
Triple XI, by the way, is my nephew. Hi, Cormac. So he said he'd like to see Elden Ring.
So I'd like to see more on that. Yes.
Great show. He said even if it doesn't happen, he'd like to see Elden Ring. Loro to Split Screen Steve, Mr. Myself, any highlights? That's something else. I agree. Fable from Wookie from Series X would be good. Darkcast, I'd like to see something different. I think we're all talking about that, seeing something that's a bit unique. And Loro, stop pushing your Fable fantasies on everyone, Tom. Peddling it is the word you're looking for. Loro, he's peddling it. So what's going on? What is Tesla Force all about, Tom?
So far from what I've gathered, Tesla Force is a top-down kind of twin-stick shooter where I play as Nikola Tesla, I believe.
Oh, wow.
It is also, from what I gathered, multiplayer as well. So you can kind of team up with multiple friends to be able to kind of all play at the same time. But there's kind of a lot going on at the moment. So an earthquake happening at the moment. And Madame Curie is here. So I guess that's another playable character if you do decide to join up with friends. I'm not entirely sure if it's online co-op or just couch co-op. But I'm sure we can have a look into that as time goes on.
Yeah, right. And the real GT Elite has popped in the chat saying hello over on Twitch. Hello, how are you? Welcome.
Okay, so yeah, twin stick shooter. Oh, pick up a shotgun. That'll do me probably slightly better. No, I don't have to aim with a shotgun. I can just point it in a general direction, and it seems to.
We've had this conversation about shotguns before, Tom. That tends to be how they work. You just point in a direction, and you're gonna hit something.
Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't matter.
That was Hannah's take on it, wasn't it?
Yes, very much so. If you just point it in a direction, doesn't matter where, you're gonna deal some damage at some point. Talk to Curie. There we go. Helps if I actually look at the on-screen prompts.
Have a chat with her.
I'm gonna probably skip past a lot of the text. I've got to destroy this.
Laura says reminds me of Black Ops Zombie Arcade Easter egg mode.
Which could only access if you broke out of the chair and then went to the computer in the corner on the menu screen. Good memories. Right, I'm now going to go and chase a giant monster.
Why not? Oh, my dog's decided to come into the stream. Hey, Luna. it's that time of the evening where I should be outside with a lead going for a wander. Do you want to say hello?
Coming up.
Tell you what she is now. Come here. Oh, there's my pooch. There we go. Say hello to everybody, Luna. And then you got to go back outside. Yeah?
Good girl. Hey, Luna.
Then out you go. Go on, out you go. Go on. Go to bed. No. I will not do what I'm told. How dare you? I haven't been on a Wednesday night stream in ages, so this is where she's like, why are you still in there? Why are we not walking?
Here?
Why
Oh,
are we
I can
not
teleport,
walking at
can't
this
I?
point?
There we go.
Because you're Nikola Tesla. Gosh, you can.
I forgot that I could teleport. Like, how the hell do I get into there? I'm currently looking for mech parts. The fire X, I'm getting upgrades. There we go. My mech is ready. Press B. Hold B. Press B. Press B.
I have no say in this. She's coming up.
I'm now Nikola Tesla in a mech in a twin-stick shooter.
It's almost like Titanfall.
Don't. Let's not talk about Titanfall. Mission accomplished. Press Y to escape. Okay. So now in a flying mech. So yeah, it's not gone too badly. First level. What I like about it is I'm a big fan of twin-stick shooters. So playing something that's a little bit different is always interesting to do. Oh, I'm still in the mech. There we go.
That's wicked, though.
Complete the level objective. Cool.
Destroy everything.
Basically destroy everything. Oh. In a mech with
Question.
what looks like a limited
Question
ammo.
is, Tom. So, Fox Aperture. Question is, Tom, on Black Ops, do you remember what you had to type into the computer?
Off the top of my head, no.
But Laura knows.
I'm just a fake gamer, that's all it is.
Fibaro says bye, guys. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thanks for popping by.
No, I honestly can't remember what you had to type in. Yeah, someone could stay in chat. That'd be super useful.
Laura, what did you have to type in? What was it? Very frantically typing it now. What do we think of this game, Tom? This is your first time playing it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
first time playing it. As a twin-stick shooter, I'm actually really impressed by it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to switch to the shotgun again. I think we'll do more damage with that.
Laura says, wasn't it 3 arc?
It could be.
Number 3 ARC. Unlock. It was 3 ARC unlock.
Okay, that makes sense.
A play on Triarch. That's
That would make sense.
or DOA.
But they didn't. I'm sure they released it as like a standalone game as well at some point. They actually.
This is a demo, yeah.
Yes.
This is available in demo at the moment.
Yeah, so all of these are demos. So yeah, you can get in access to a small portion of the game. So yeah, congratulations on our success. We've got a reward. So this is kind of where the game can kind of develop. So you can choose how to kind of alter your playstyle. So again, an extra teleportation activation or bullets or poison enemies and take damage over time. Definitely picking poison.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of twin stick shooter. You're kind of going through portals kind of opened up in the world. You're playing as Nikola Tesla as the main character. Madame Curie's turned up. So yeah, something a little bit different.
Very different.
That you wouldn't necessarily expect, and that's what I kind of love about some of these games that are really being showcased. And as I know, we've already got about 15 minutes left of the stream. So what I'm going to come out is I'm going to come out of Tesla Force to kind of give a little bit of a sneak peek to it. But yeah, if you're a fan of twin stick shooters, I think it's definitely worth kind of a shot. From what I can see, it's a really nice simplistic form of a twin stick shooter. So yeah, something definitely to get your teeth into if you so wish.
Black Ops did it even better, where they had a first-person limited time pickup mixing DOA with proper zombies.
There we go. So I'm actually going to go completely opposite and now go to Cake Bash.
Cool.
So I was lucky enough to play Cake Bash last year.
Yeah, you said this earlier on to me.
At an event that I went to in Manchester. I met up with a friend and we went to a gaming convention an evening, and they had a load of indie developers there. And Cake Bash was one of the games. It plays better as like 4-player local co-op, all on the same couch, all with your own controllers.
Describe the game in one sentence, Tom.
Oh,
What's the indie game?
Cake Mayhem. So it is a party game in its kind of rawest form.
Yeah.
To enable you to kind of just have some fun. So yeah, we'll kind of play the tutorial because it will kind of give an overview of everything of the game and to be able to show you what you can do. So because it is local co-op, you can obviously move around as additional players can kind of jump into game as you want. You don't have to reload the game. You can just jump in, jump out whenever you feel like it. Then what the idea will be is to extract, knock out your combatants, who will also be an assortment of cakes.
And you're currently a chocolate eclair.
I am currently a chocolate eclair, yes.
Attacking a scone.
Eclair?
This is going to be regional stuff, because I'm going to call them scones as well, and you're going to call them scones. So, you know, potato, Tom.
Potato.
Nobody's ever said potato, folks. No one has ever in the history of the world ever said potato. It doesn't exist. Or there's no such thing as a potato.
So
chocolate eclair versus scone.
So we can either be a frosted cupcake, a slice of chocolate cake. Can't remember what these are called.
They are called French fancies.
French fancies. A chocolate
My
eclair. A donut. A chocolate chip muffin.
Donut, do it, Tom.
Or a small Victoria sponge.
That is a small Victoria sponge. That is correct.
What would you like to be, Ger?
I want to be a French fancy.
You want to be a French fancy?
Not the first time in my life I've said that out loud.
I'm going to add some bots to it as well. And we're
Game
going
Guru
to
says, drops as the hosty host, by the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Still
kindly.
here, chaps. Yes, we are still here. Thank you very much, Games Guru. And Dagcast is donut.
So we have a couple of different kind of game modes. So we've got cake with the most sweeties wins. So as we kind of know, cakes and sweets can be pretty sticky at times. And this allows you, in a kind of frantic fashion, to collect sweets that drop, that stick to you. If you punch your friends...
I'm just thinking Smash Brothers meets a cake shop meets...
So I want to grab some of these, and then the more that you punch your opposition, they drop their sweets.
This is fantastic.
I don't know if I can pick things up. Oh, there we go.
What's in the boxes? Where are the boxes there? What's the story with the boxes?
I think they're kind of blockers. Oh, so there's now like honey on the ground. Oh, you want to?
It's you're collecting their sweets that they've dropped.
Yes.
Oh, just like a tug of war battle at the top with the. Oh, that's excellent.
The idea is to have the most sweets at the end of it. But if you can imagine this with 3 of your other mates having just a mental. Oh, I got squashed.
Mate, this is on our list for a 12-hour stream next year. This year,
that's
mate.
a good shout.
This has to go on that.
That is a good shout.
Fox Average said, reminds me of Gang Beast, Games Girl.
Yeah.
I'm more of a vanilla slice kind of guy personally. I know you are. I know you are. Dagcast, I'm so getting this. Literally said, Games Girl. This is going on AGN. Me think this is a wicked game.
I got squashed again. So yeah, it's just this kind of frantic gameplay. As I said, it plays amazing when you've got a group of friends that are all in the same room together, just having an absolute laugh.
This is mint. Is this only couch co-op though?
Yeah, only couch co-op.
Shame.
So
I
said the game is still in development, so there is a chance that it will be. So
is this available on Game Pass?
Not
or
at the
will
moment.
it be game?
It's been unconfirmed at the moment. Unconfirmed. I kind of hope it is. It seems like the type of game that would be great on Game Pass. We've seen some other amazing party games kind of be there. So yeah, maybe.
This is an idea at Xbox game title, though, correct?
Yes, it is very much an idea at Xbox game title. Oh, it's all going on now. I was doing so well. It's all kicking off.
He's lost his Smarties. There's a joke in there somewhere.
Definitely lost marbles somewhere.
Poor eggs. Humpty Dumpty falling off the walls, having a horrible time.
All over the place. So that's just kind of one of the game modes that have kind of been there. Thankfully, I beat the AI. So I can hold my head high.
Games Guru has put a comment in chat, and all I can hear is an epic voiceover going, when food fights back.
You need that voiceover, man. I'll quickly, you know what? So that's kind of the basic
Gang
idea.
Beast versus Overcooked. That's a good show as well.
Very good. So you've got Fruity Pie, which is collect fruit with A, throw the fruit into the pie. Person who throws the most fruit in wins.
Fruity Pie is cheaper.
You've got avoid cutlery on a shrinking cake. You've got also toast the tastiest marshmallows. Loads of random mini games.
Tell us some s'mores, Paul.
So yeah, it's a really good opportunity just to have some laugh in lockdown. If we're staying at home and you've got family around, download this and just have a laugh.
I am.
It's going to be a really interesting way to pass the time in lockdown, which is always cool.
Games Guru is on fire. Beat the egg before it beats you.
Hey, just start doing some voiceover work. Chuck that online.
I'm available Saturday through Sundays for voiceover work.
Okay, good to know, mate. Good to
Road
know.
to Guangdong.
In the last few minutes, I'm just going to kind of load this up. From the research that I've kind of done, you are on this road trip. You've just been gifted a family restaurant. It's been kind of passed down to you, and you have to get all kind of the family recipes, but it's all choice-based mechanics. So you play as this main character, and the choices that you make in the game actually affect the outcome of it, whether you get the right recipes and all that sort of stuff. Whether your
is it a similar Cuphead design by looks at the intro there?
No, not. It's different. It's interesting. I'll kind of show. This kind of showcases it, and this is kind of set in kind of not modern day China, but kind of in the last decade. So you're kind of on this road trip to gain all of this knowledge, so you can start up your restaurant. But what really drew me to it is because it is very choice based, and anything that has kind of morality system or choice based games in it. Really kind of resonate to me.
Yeah.
Similar to like Life is Strange and like the Telltale games when they were around. So yeah, anything kind of like that. Sorry, I've just really pressed A to continue.
That's cool. There's a question coming there. Did I miss Brian's interview? Yes, it's just finished, but it will be available video on demand.
Yes.
And Games Guru saying, is Brian on Twitch, by the way? Yeah, at Terroriser on Twitch. You get Brian there. You'll also get him on YouTube on Terroriser as well, and his Facebook page is there as well. So you'll find him pretty easily there. Yeah,
as soon as this stream is over, I think it takes about 5-10 minutes. The VOD will be available, so you can watch the interview back.
No problem.
So yeah, it was a really good interview between Ger and Brian.
Lauro has just put Terroriser's YouTube link there in the description as well. If you want to check him out there, and he is on this, and we do actually. He's one of the subs, I believe, that we follow currently, and if we don't, I'm gonna do it right now so that we do, so we can find him that way through our follower list as well. There you go.
Cool. So we've just got to the lockup, which has got this car in it, which we're going to actually use as our road trip vehicle across. Some of the gameplay that I have seen is actually driving the car. I just don't know how in control you are of the car, so I'm hoping to kind of get to that point just to kind of see, is it just kind of a loading screen, or do you actually have control of the vehicle itself? Because I know we are running out of time.
We are. Lauro, ExpertZone UKI, Rich is on chat tonight. He said, Lauro, you just made me like that much with the link. Oh. Good stuff. Thanks, Lauro. We appreciate the help tonight as well, mate. To everyone that submitted questions, by the way, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We will have a new guest on next week. We'll advertise it towards the back end of this week, early next week, of who's going to be on next week. We are looking to get as many content contributors on as we can possibly get, or people from within the business as well. So we are looking to get some people from within the Xbox team, the gaming community, to come on as well and have a chat with you guys before we do some gaming. We do have a busy week this week. Tomorrow we have our live reaction video on this channel and on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Looking at the game showcase from Xbox, and then we are back next Wednesday again. We have Tuesday night ExpertZone Live. We've got an ExpertZone Level Up tomorrow, so if you're into PCs and tech in that kind of way, we've got those. They're more an educational stream, and they're available on Thursday nights and Tuesday nights. And then we are back again next Tuesday as well. The video cast that we do each week will be available on YouTube every Monday, that Tom hosts with 3 different guests each week.
Yes, I do that every week.
Every week. Yeah, Major Nelson says Daggercast. Let me just say this to you. I've asked a question.
We have asked, I promise.
We have asked a question. We haven't got an answer yet, but we have asked a question.
Hopefully, fingers are very much crossed.
Yeah. That's all I can, like, literally that's all we can do, because we can't do any more than ask the question. So we have asked the question. But we are looking to get some people from within the business as well. Reese has been reaching out to some people that he follows as well. And we've got some cool people there, and we're looking at some game studios as well to get on. So we're trying to give you something different this season than we've had before. Yeah. Hamanyon, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. Really appreciate that as well. And Saiter 2014 has followed us. Saiter's my other nephew, Carl. Hey, Carl.
And the whole family in, man.
The whole family in here. Where's my mum? Why is she not watching this stuff? The dog is here. My nephew. I said cousins. They're my nephews. Sorry, my nephews. I keep doing this lately. My nephews have become my cousins because they're now of an age where they're nearly adults. One of them is an adult. One of them is nearly an adult. So it gets confusing then at that point.
Very true. I can imagine it does, Ger. I can imagine it does. Plenty of family.
I'm getting old.
Yeah, so what you might have just seen as kind of Ger was talking there is me topping up the oil and topping up the fuel of this car. So as you kind of drive around, your car deteriorates, so your engine will start to fail, or you'll use oil, you'll use fuel. you have to actually balance kind of money to replace these parts as you're doing this road trip across China. So it's not just kind of this choice. It's kind of, that's where the kind of choices come in. Like if you're at a gas stop and you go, do I fill up now but waste time, or do I go ahead to see if I can meet this person on time and stuff like that? So there's loads of kind of different things that you can do to kind of make the game unique to you. So the next time you play it, it'll actually be a different experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I filled up the petrol, I filled up the oil, kind of ready to kind of drive the car now. And I'm just want to see, do I have to start? You can drive the car. That's what I wanted to find out.
That's cool looking as well.
Yeah, I really like the art style. I really like the music in the background.
Early 1900s, 1920s kind of style.
So yeah,
it's like, oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks here now towards Atari games that I used to play.
I can't help you there, mate.
The sharp edges on the car. I can't think of it now.
Okay. So yeah,
really
plenty to kind of customize the car with, plenty to do, plenty to find when it comes to the restaurant, and kind of this journey across China. Actually looks really, really interesting. I'm definitely going to be playing this a little bit more off stream to kind of see what it's more about. But as I said, there are currently 70 games available. Those 70 games stop being available on Monday. So this is it's a limited time period in which these games are available because of Summer Game Fest. So yeah, if you want to have a look at the 70 games that are available, head into the store and the little icon in there on your Xbox to give those a go. Download them for free, and then once the kind of week's up, you can delete them off your hard drive to save some space.
Salty Faceless has asked, what are we playing? We've been playing Cake Bash, Road to Guangdong, and Tesla. This game currently is Road to Guangdong.
Yes.
As Tom said, they are available as demos on the store. During the store? In the game store?
Yeah, so go to the Xbox store section, and on that main screen of the store is an Xbox Game Fest icon that you can click onto. That gives you all 70 games available right there. But what I will do is I'll switch from so we've grown a bit. And
I stand corrected, by the way, on my Atari comment. I've been told it's actually Commodore 64, and it is correct.
Yeah, you're exactly slacking, mate. You're slacking.
Hey, I'm one of the few people that's been around long enough to have a Commodore 64 and an Atari 2600, mate.
I'll give you that.
I've heard next gen so often, man.
Oh dear. Well, on that note, I think we are reaching the end of the stream. I've had a good time, mate. Have you? I know you've done a lot of talking. You've done a lot of talking tonight. I'm gonna look this way.
More so than I normally do, Tom.
I know, right? That's a surprise for most people.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was great getting Brian on. Go follow him if you don't. Yeah, he's highly entertaining. The guy's hilarious. He's a great guy. Does a lot of good work for charity stuff with his streams as well as fantastic gaming content. To everyone who's followed us tonight, thank you so much.
So many people
really
have been here tonight. It's been amazing.
So thanks for supporting us on all our channels. We really appreciate that. You get us on our socials as well. If you want to hit us up on our socials, you can do that as well. There's content every day at this point on ExpertZone. So thank you very much. The last 2 weeks have been amazing. We Pope last week, Terroriser this week. It's been great. But guys, let us know who you want to have on. If there's anybody you want us to go after, like Major Nelson was mentioned, we are trying to get the aspirational ones, but we can also get the local ones as well. If there's a streamer that you're passionate about and you want to get more information on, let us know. We'll go have a chat with them, see what we can do.
Can't promise anything, but
no, but we're going to keep trying. You know, that's what we're here for. It's been a good start to season 7. Don't forget the prize, folks. Don't forget the code is up there.
Over there.
You know. And thanks. There's still people pressing follow. This is incredible. Guys,
it's hugely appreciated. Thank you so much. And probably what Joe was mentioning about, obviously, all the content that we produce. As we're closing down the stream, we will have our schedule up there. So if you feel free to follow us, as a lot of you are doing already, and you will see all the content then and there. Thanks to Rich in chat as well, by the way. Yes, he's been an amazing job. Thank you very much, mate. Yep. We all good, mate? Right. All good? All good. Let's wrap it up. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and we will see you next week. Ciao. See you soon. Bye.